Okay, let's go.
Assalamualaikum. Selamat pagi.
Salam.
Wow. Today is our first MMF podcast. Alhamdulillah.
Yep.
Thank you, Zul, for setting this up. We are supposed to see Asri, tapi kesian dia tengah demam. So if he's having a fever, Shafakallah to him and his family. Hopefully he recovers well.
Amin.
Today we have me, Afiq, apa khabar? We have Zul, apa khabar Zul?
Apa khabar? Assalamualaikum everyone.
Selamat pagi. And so what we're going to do today, simple, because it's our first podcast episode kan. Because it's the first podcast episode, it's going to be very relaxed. Kita tengah chill. Tengah chill pun, some people might ask, kenapa kau pakai formal pagi-pagi buta? Right? I had a meeting tadi pagi at 6 a.m. I attended a networking session. For those of you who know the kind of group that meets early in the morning, because I am looking at partnerships with Islamic will writers, inshallah. Okay, and Islamic wills apa tu? So, an Islamic will, we can talk about it later on. But for today, being our first episode, I think we should talk a little bit about what's apa, lu sapa, kita sapa. Right? So Zul, lu start.
Alright.
Zul, sapa.
Okay, I'm Zulkifli. I'm one of the financial ninjas in modern Muslim finance. So I'm basically a financial consultant with modern Muslim finance. My background is I was a police officer for the past 13 years. My last posting was a senior investigation officer with commercial affairs department, handling with scam cases. That was my last posting before I make a jump into this financial industry, which was about roughly 2 years ago. And now here I am with modern Muslim finance. What about you, Afiq?
What a fantastic introduction. So Zul handles scams. So for those of you out there who want to learn how to scam people, talk to Zul. For those of you who
You can DM me. Okay, boleh PM tepi.
Macam mana dah kena scam, also talk to Zul Okay? Because scamming is also part of the first I, which is right here. So nanti kita berbual, apa ni kat belakang aku ni, apa ni, right? The 5i's of Islamic finance. What exactly is this? Also, many thanks to Zul for designing this pull-up banner, this lovely, fantastic pull-up banner that I have behind me. So all his hard work, alhamdulillah. So for those of you yang belum jumpa I and have not been following us, and just new to us let's put it this way. My name is Afiq. I have been in the Islamic finance space for the past 13 years. I've helped hundreds of families achieve financial independence, inshallah, through halal investing, through there's no such thing as halal insurance kalau you're watching from Singapore. Semua insurance haram, macam, as well as holistic and proper financial planning. So inshallah, we've been helping people for the past 13 years. I got my start in banking, so a lot of the experience and a lot of the knowledge comes from my investment banking days, and of course over the past 13 years of practicing as a chartered financial consultant. Dah buat kerja dah lama, Zul, dah maklum lah, dah berumur, alhamdulillah. And we have to talk about what MMF actually is, right?
What is MMF?
What is MMF? What are we? So let me start with why we have MMF. Because dulu aku start buat banking, I sell products. Standard banker, you know what I mean? Push products, sell products, see orang kat depan, chop, jual, push products. And that's not the way I feel. You know, after a while I had a crisis of faith. I didn't believe in that system anymore. And the biggest why we start MMF was I believe that people should be equipped with the right knowledge to make the right decisions at the right time. And it's so important. right? In a world where there's so much misinformation, so much mis-selling, let's put it that way also, and misconceptions about finance, about halal, haram when it comes to money and all. I think we need to be able to help and educate the people, right? And
But then
so,
Afiq, sorry, but then the information is also available online. What makes us different?
what makes us different? Sebab aku ada, sebab kau ada. Let's face
Okay.
it, let's put it this way. Information is Googleable. People can Google this,
Yep.
Google that, everything. But in a world again where information overload, isn't it easier to just have one place where you can trust and then talk to them and say, hey, this is what you do, this is what you can do? Well, which is why we focus on education. We focus on running classes, running workshops. In fact, our mission at MMF is to empower y'all,
The
our Muslim
community,
community, with Islamic financial literacy, so as to achieve happiness,
happiness,
prosperity,
prosperity, progress for our nation.
and progress our nation. Which brings me to our vision, right? Our vision for MMF. Senang sahaja. A wealthy Muslim community, ummah yang kaya, empowered through
Mm.
Islamic financial literacy. That's our big why we're doing this. And also that's probably
Yes.
why you also joined the team lah, right? Tell us a little bit more.
Yep.
What did you know? What did you see about us? Kenapa kau kat sini?
Okay, basically, before I was in MMF, I was with other agencies also. Like, let's not mention which company. But after a while, I realized that is somehow a bit unethical lah. Certain things that's been done, which is in the industry. Then at the end of the day, as a Muslim, as we all are trying to be a better Muslim in our life, uh, it came to a point where I realized, do I want to continue doing this? If I know what is right and wrong, do I still want to be unethical with all my clients and my customers? At the end of the day, you, you we will be questioned and we will be judged. You know, yeah.
Correct.
So one of the yeah that's one of my main factor that brought me to MMF, Modern Muslim Finance. Yep.
Yeah, right. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. In fact, for the longest time, I think those of us who are close to us, they actually know that I refuse to build a team for the longest time. Lama nak aku nak I work solo. I don't want to have to manage people, buy a group. But here's story time. I woke up one day a few years back in the middle of the night, terbangun, and from a bad dream. But the dream didn't scare me. The dream really was that I had passed away, I had died. And the first thought I had when I woke up was, if I'm gone, who will continue the mission? Who will continue helping the community? And so after that, I set the niyat to attract the right people into the group, into the team. And inshallah, and alhamdulillah, we have met people like yourself, we have met Asri, we have a few other people in the background, nanti you all jumpa dia, inshallah. And
Yep.
simplify the whole mission and the vision that we have. To do good, to help our community, inshallah, get rich. Siapa kat luar sana tengah-tengah nak kaya, you all, if you want to get rich, listen on, we'll show you how, inshallah. Of course, all with the grace of Allah and having barakah in our lives now.
Inshallah, I mean.
Yeah. And so, how do we do it? So how do we do it? So, get back to this poster here, this very nice pull-up banner yang Zul yang buat. Okay, Zul will run through, testing. Zul ingat tak dia training. What are the 5i's of Islamic finance, Zul?
Okay, 5i's of Islamic finance is income, insurance, investment, independence, and inheritance.
Bagus. And then? Wow, he got slides as well. That's awesome. All right. Woo! He's got slides. Amazing. And so,
So these
yes.
are the 5i's of
What are
Islamic
the 5i's?
finance. Yeah.
Tell us. What do you understand from each of it?
What do I understand? Wow. Tiba-tiba aku pressure je.
Macam.
Basically, it's gaining from these five I's of in our lives. Pure income, having a proper insurance for our family, halal investment, getting independence, and also preparing inheritance for our family when we pass on from this earth, basically. Yep.
Yeah, you are absolutely right. Because at the end of the day, we gotta have a certain methodology when it comes to looking at our money. Right? People tell me, oh, duit boleh kerja je, boleh cari. Okay, duit boleh cari,
Mm.
correct. And that's where your income comes in. You want to make sure our income is halal, you're managing your income properly, you're managing your expenditure properly. People always tell me a budget, I'm going to save money. I said, please, a budget is not a plan to save your money, a budget is a plan to spend your money. Just look at budget 2024, government keluarkan, right? The budget is what? To spend. It's not about to save. And that's all about income, how you manage your debt. Zakat, some more. Those of us who know that it's Ramadan when we're shooting this, zakat, so important. You have to think about it, understand. Zakat, so that's income. Then, of course, you have to protect yourself with insurance. Because, like it or not, insurance doesn't mean bad things don't happen. Right? And let it go, beli insurance. I will never die. I will never fall sick. I got such thing, right? But we always say this insurance is something that is a necessary evil. Okay, I have met friends and lost friends in the past decades of life. I had a friend at age 36, stage 1 testicular cancer, zero insurance. Family of 4 with 2 sons. How like that? I have a friend, had a friend. He also passed away at age 41 in his sleep of a heart attack. Married, no children. And both of them, one have insurance, one don't have insurance. Did insurance prevent the bad things from happening? Right? Kan tengok, you can hear ambulance in the background. Hopefully, inshallah, that person in the ambulance ada insurance. Okay, because we know life is risky. Stuff will happen regardless, right? We always say in Islam, we leave it to God, but we usaha as well. We take steps. And I've seen way too many cases where people don't have insurance, and then something happens, then they call me, then they say, Afiq, sekarang boleh beli insurance. A bit too late lah. So you work hard for your money, you protect yourself. Next step is what? You make your money work hard for you lah. You invest that money. Invest, make it grow. We always call it the pokok kurma. Kan, you've heard of pokok kurma, yeah, Zoom?
Yes.
Pokok kurma. What is it? There's a story that I want to share. No, wait, you share the story. I've told this story so many times. Learn the story. Yes, that's it.
Yeah, let's start with the proverb first. The Chinese proverb or saying that goes, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, and the next best time to plant a tree is today. Yep. So basically, pokok korma is, pokok korma, when how it grows. If you plant the seed of pokok korma, you plant it on the ground, you water it, you nurture it, it will naturally grow into a pokok korma. And one thing about the pokok korma is that the minute it starts to bear fruit, it will not stop. It continues to bear fruit. So what if you have your very own pokok korma in your garden or in your backyard that bears fruit and continue, to feed you? Will you ever go hungry?
All
So
right, man.
basically, that's the concept of pokok korma in investment. Am I
Power,
right?
power. Well done, Zul. Absolutely. And your investments will take time to grow. People who tell you get rich tomorrow are lying to you. Right? Nobody can tell you what the market will look like tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. They cannot tell you. But our investing philosophy is this: economies will grow over time, and that's the key. Time. If you have the next at least 5 to 10 years of the future ahead, then you can invest your money. Then you can invest your money. You invest your money, it takes time for it to grow. Using, and here's the thing, the halal investing formula, HALAL, habitual investing, asset allocation, long-term, annual review, and look for opportunities. Using the halal investing formula, your pokok korma will grow and grow and grow. And when finally you decide to fire your boss, you will finally become independent. Right?
Which is the next I in the 5i's of Islamic finance.
And can you imagine if every month your passive income comes in equals or greater than your monthly expenses? Remember the story the
Wow.
Korma teach you? Will you ever grow hungry again? Because that's independence, right? I never say retirement. I say independence. Because there are people who even at age 65 are not independent.
Mm-hmm.
So you work
Agree.
hard, you protect yourself, you make your money grow. Wait, how do I point? Like that. You make your money grow harder, work harder for you. Then when it's finally ready, your money starts feeding you. Then after that, what happens? Apa jadi tu? Apa jadi?
Oh, after your independence. So we can't guarantee our next day. So what will happen to the rest of your family? Your SP powers, your bills, utilities will not stop and just say, oh, sorry, because of your loss, we will stop billing you. It doesn't work that way. So everybody, I mean, the rest of the family needs to move on. That is where your inheritance come in. What are you pointing? Yep.
So inheritance is giving what you have to who you want to, when you want to, in the way you want to. People always talk about, bila kita orang Islam, bila kita meninggal susah, nak mengikut faraid. Nanti kalau aku tak ada anak lelaki macam mana, right? And it's absolutely true. It's absolutely true. Again, when we've been running our Islamic inheritance classes for how many years already, we've seen so many different horror stories where where the family doesn't have any male children or any no fathers around. Then their faraid circle the pecah, and it opens up to some very far away cousin, some very far away uncle, gerbak baru. Nanti dia datang, dia ambil duit, dia hilang. And that's sadly not uncommon. It's pretty common in our community, and I hear that all the time. And so, one of the key takeaways when it comes to inheritance planning is understand who is in your family, what do you own, and how are they distributed when you die. Who, what, and how. So you work hard for your money, you protect yourself, you make your money work harder for you, you enjoy your money, then after that you give away what you want to who you want to, when you want to. And these are the 5i's of Islamic finance. Senang je. And all of this should be within your personal financial plan. So how many of you out there, as you're watching this, you're suddenly starting to think about, macam mana duit kita? Macam mana insurance kita? Macam mana aku punya investing, if I'm investing at all? And for those of you still watching and still who are still alive and still young, inshallah, have you heard of all the horror stories of people baru dikebumikan, naik bas dah gaduh pasal duit?
Oh yes, I've seen it personally many times.
Tell us a bit, Zul. Tell us a bit, Zul. What have you seen?
So, I mean, it's sad to see, but on the way back, even from the pusaraman in the bus on the way home, siblings are already quarreling with regards to the money, the house, the inheritance. Yeah, I mean, sad to say, but yep, this is it's happening lah. Sad to say.
And that's and here's the thing, when you say these kind of stories, right, it becomes more like the norm rather than something luar biasa, right? Start orang ni meninggal, confirm gaduh lah. This person passed away, confirm got fight, right? I have a case where this lady, still until today, has not gotten the letter of administration for the late father's estate, because the late father had multiple families and multiple assets in 3 different countries. And so, as you know, to get the letter of administration, you need to appoint the administrator, the right person. And so the courts will only agree to the appointing that one person if everybody agree. You think the entire family willing to let one person be in charge of all the money?
Especially when you have 3 different families all over the place.
So which is why it's so important. In fact, this morning at my meeting, the 6 a.m. meeting, I go and look for people who can write Islamic wills. We write it for our clients. right? We write our wills for our clients, and we've been helping
Yes.
them do this for the past few years. In fact, there have been cases where our clients, who we write the wasiat for, have passed away, and because of that wasiat we create for them, they managed to get the grant of probate in under 2 months. Then settle. Then they can uruskan and facilitate all the asset distribution. The money is not stuck. It's very easy for them. Inshallah. Okay. And so at the end of the day, today I want to cover a little bit just about the 5 I's of Islamic finance because that's our planning methodology. So for those of you out there watching, money is not just about working, earn money, then simpan.
Mm-hmm.
Apply all of this. Because you dah earn money, you dah simpan kan. Protect yourself, make that money work hard for you, enjoy your money, and then give it away the way you want to. Macam.
Awesome. So for those
Ah,
of you watching and you realize, hey, I need some help in any one of the 5 I's of the Islamic inheritance, do reach out to us. You can connect with us through our socials. You can drop us a DM or even WhatsApp us at the number 89528511.
yeah, it's the number
All right.
89528511. Aku pun dah lupa nombor dia. So yes, folks, we are available on social media. We are available here and there. Do drop us a message. In fact, let us know in your comments below what are some of the biggest money matters that you struggle with. Is it about how to increase my income? Is it about how to reduce my expenditure? Is it about reducing the amount of debt I have? I saw an ad the other day. They said how to reduce your housing loan in half the time. I clicked the ad, they tried to give me a call, I spoke to them, or then they found out kita FA juga. So because we are financial advisors, or because you are FA, I cannot help you. I said, but I just want to know how to reduce my loan in half the time. I also FA, I also do it, I want to know lah.
Well, FA got no loan.
FA got no loan. Then in the end, it turns out, they are just trying to sell me another ILP. Then they say, okay,
Yo.
maybe because ILP can grow faster than your home loan, and then you take the money and then you go and pay the loan. I see. So the money that I have that I can use to pay back my housing loan, I don't pay my housing loan. I go and invest that money. I see. Right? So many misleading information today, yeah. And so at the end of the day, for those of you out there who have encountered these kind of things out there, whether or not it's legit, whether or not you are being scammed, let us know in the comments below. Reach out to us, we'll see how best we can help.
Mhm.
Okay, so today for the first podcast, first episode, Zul, what do you want to say?
I'm happy and grateful to be able to share this with the public. Yep, that's what I want to say.
Kan? I mean, there's so much,
Yeah.
so many people we can help out there. Inshallah, we'll have
Mhm.
more and more episodes. So do look out for it. Do follow us on social media. Scan that QR code to connect with us. Bring it up again. So boom, there you go. There you go. So scan that QR code. Let us know what are some of your biggest struggles that you have when it comes to managing your finances as a modern Muslim. Should we start wrapping up?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, right. Alhamdulillah. So, Zul, thank you again for setting this up. Okay, I am
No problem.
absolutely impressed and blown away by the level of production that you have done for today. It's amazing. Betul tak tu buat. Well done, brother. Thank you for all the efforts you put in. Inshallah, we can help more and more people in the future. So, my name is
Inshallah.
Muslim Finance, and this is my fantastic good buddy. This side, point this side. Apa nama kau?
I am Zul from Modern Muslim Finance. And thank you for joining us in this first episode of our podcast. And yep,
And we will see you at the next one. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
salam warahmatullahi